where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This is my spectacular wife, Aiyana.
And this is my incredible husband, Aiyana. Welcome to Ask the Ma'ats. What do? We answer your questions. We give you our opinions. We give you our advice. And we always keep it 100%
Real.
All right, y'all, look, this is what we're doing today. We're following up on a post that we did very recently. And the post was, what's your grade? A as a mom, F as a wife. And we have a very good viewer here who comments here and there on some of the posts that we do. You see me looking down at my computer because I want to make sure I get it right. And KO, we're giving you a shout out. We appreciate you and your comments. KO said, you know, I want y'all to do a follow-up video. Aiyana, I want to hear how you keep it all balanced. How do you make sure you're handling your business? How do you make sure that you're doing well both as a mother and as a wife? And then she said to Aiyana, what has Aiyana done to get an A? Because he graded me, giving me an A as a mom and a wife. And I appreciate that because I work hard. And then you said that I mentioned in the previous post that I haven't always been at an A, and that it's been very difficult for me. And you wanted to know how did I get to that point? So we're just gonna shoot some things out there today. I'm gonna defer, and I'm gonna let my husband start. Okay. And I'm very interested in what you have to say, dear.
What I'll say is this: is that my wife, when we first got married, of course, she was probably at a B minus. In terms
I was surprised. Y'all thought he was going to give me a worse grade. I would probably give myself a worse grade than that. You know, we're always harder on ourselves, but yeah. I would not even say B. I would probably say a C or a D.
I mean, we dated 7 years prior to us getting married. So, you know, as a wife, you know, in the beginning I would give her a B minus, but now she's at an A. I gave her a 92%.
You remember that, huh?
Yeah. And the reason why I think that she's made the progress is for 3 distinct reasons. The first thing, and these are not in any particular order, but the first thing, I'm a guy, so I'm going to focus on the sex piece.
Oh, I remember that. Lord.
You know, I always felt like I had to initiate, and even when I initiated, you know, my wife, she would cut that thing short, say no haps, and it's not happening tonight, and you know, that right there really would get on my nerves and irritate me.
Think like you're going to sleep.
And so I would be holding on to that thing for days, and it used to really piss me off because I'm thinking to myself, like, I mean, you're giving all this time and attention to the children, and what about me? You know, what about handling your business over here? So she's dramatically improved in that. And what she's done is, you know, I'm not going to say she gives it to me every time I ask for it, but, you know, she makes a conscious effort to take a mental note and say, my husband is asking. It's been 1 or maybe even 2 times since, you know, we've done something, and I mean, since he's asked, so let me go ahead and give him what it is that he's looking for. Now, she'll also initiate, too. So that right there has dramatically improved her grade. The second thing that I'll say is that when it comes to just household responsibilities, you know, my wife, she's the one who, you know, her upbringing.
Be careful, brother. Yeah, Be careful.
I'm trying to tread lightly here, but her upbringing is the one where, I mean, things weren't necessarily always orderly. And, you know, so she's made she's made significant improvements in the area of, you know, just making sure the house is straight and that type of thing. So that helps me with my peace of mind. And then the last thing that I'll say, which is extremely important, is that, you know, she's reduced the amount that she judges me. And, you know, I think that as men, you know, our egos, even though we try to pump things up, we're actually extremely sensitive. So, you know, she approaches me in a way where she is not 100% sensitive to where I might be, but she respects my opinion more now than she did, I think, in the beginning. Before we would combat, and she would just say that what I'm saying is crazy and it don't make sense, and you know, she would ridicule and just criticize
it in my head.
Yeah, she'll keep it in there. Whereas before, she would just let that thing out. And my position has always been one where I would say, I see this one way, you see this another way. I respect your position, so why can't you respect mine?
He's been a great model for me, y'all.
And then her space was always one where she would just be like, your space that you're operating from is crazy, you know. So, but nah, she's dramatically improved in that area. So now she respects what I'm saying, and she keeps those thoughts in her mind.
Yeah, y'all. So, I mean, I don't know what I can say other than I've been really intentional about my own self-development. So I've really tried over the years to figure out why I have been such an emotional person. I mean, I really am quite emotional. So if I'm in the midst of something, I mean, I have, you know, I've used a few cuss words a few times in the middle of a conversation and gone off and, you know, it don't take much for me to start crying, and you know, I've gotten pretty worked up, and it's been one of those things that I said, why do I do all that? You know, what is that all
I asked yourself
about?
that question the other day when you got worked up over something that I said to one of the children, and she got pissed off with me. She got upset with me, and then the following morning, I was like, baby, you know, you were extremely amped and hyped over something that was real trivial last night. And guess what she said?
It wasn't trivial.
I'm sorry, it wasn't trivial, but she pretty much nodded her head and said, yeah, I was kind of special. I was kind of.
I was getting ready to come on my period, y'all. I realized that because the next day I did. But I am. I mean, a lot of times I can see myself. I'm very sensitive. I'm very emotional. I'm a Leo. Some of y'all may be like, so, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And so I'm very expressive. But one of the things that I've had to work on over time is really the ability to be able to squelch my ego. My ego is big. I mean, let me just be real. My ego is very huge. And my husband would have, you know, fool y'all to think his isn't. He's just a laid-back dude, but his is big too. He's just real different with it. But we ain't talking about him right now.
No.
We're talking about me. And my ego is really big. And so one of the things that I've had to work on is that if I'm talking to other people about how to be able to merge with another person, how to be able to defer, and if I really, when I get out of the places where I'm all in the conversation, and I really look at it from an objective place, at least as objective as I know how to be, I realize that it's more than one way. Aiyana, it can't just be your way, you know. So Aiyana and what he's saying has to make sense somewhere, somehow. I don't agree with it, I don't like it, and it's pissing me off. But I got to figure out how to merge with this man and give him respect. And so a lot of it has been just some natural, you know, maturing that has happened along the way.
Because what I say makes sense somehow in some way.
Yeah, it don't make sense to me.
But it makes sense.
But somehow, somewhere. I mean, that's something fundamental to my spirit that I know. You know, so I think, you know, what I'll say, KO, is that I really focused on myself. I stopped focusing so much on my husband, and I focused on myself and what I needed to work on, what I needed to do. And when I focused on myself and also focused on what is he asking me? What is he saying he needs? Is it really taking that much from me? No. Is it pissing me off and irritating me? Yeah. But is it really taking that much from me? No. So let me just go on ahead and keep my mouth shut. I really learned how to keep my mouth shut because I can run my mouth. And go ahead and press forward and do what he's asking. And then when I've done that, I've received so much. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of insight into how I've come from, as he says, a B- to an A. I think I've actually been much worse. But God gives grace, and my husband has given me grace as well, and I thank you for that.
You're welcome, man.
As always, stop playing. Keep it honest. Always press through. Start pushing.